is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network, like ShareJoin, and follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the caveman. He won't bite, and if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egerhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Scrolling through a screen so bright, a feast of stories in the night. One headline spicy, one's refined. Every bite feeds the curious mind. Fame's a dish, it's served so hot, we lap it up. Oh, we can't stop. A morsel here, a tidbit there. The bite connects us everywhere. Take a bite, feel the beat tonight. Breaking news under neon lights. A taste of fame in every line. The bite's the buzz, it's prime.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bite, where we break down, where we talk about the world of entertainment, one bite at a time. Now, this episode is different. We don't have 3 bites. We don't have 4 bites. We have actually a follow-up story that we did. Oh, and Roland's here. Say hello, Roland.
Hello, Roland.
So, Roland did a story last week where Netflix got their hand caught in the cookie jar, right? They admitted to finishing VFX shots, AI, for one of their, I believe their Asian films, or no, their series, one of their series on Netflix. And we did roast Netflix. We kind of went after IATSE. And I said, hey, we have someone in IATSE that's working for us very generously on the network. And let's see if he can come on and shed some light on all this. So before I bring him on, I want to thank IATSE for letting us do this. Roland, they didn't have to. we went after them pretty hard.
Yes, we did.
So I want to thank them. And I want to introduce this guest the right way. He's behind all the some of the phenomenal movies you've seen. He's worked with Denis Villeneuve. He's worked on Dune Part 2, Ready Player One with Steven Spielberg. Projects up and coming that I can't necessarily talk about, but when I can, you guys will hear it firsthand. The one, the only, the mastermind, Paul Ashley. How's it going, Paul?
You're fine, great. Thanks. Yourself?
Good. So let's jump right into this interview, if you don't mind. So when was IATSE first made aware that Netflix was using AI to finish some visual effect shots?
I don't know the details that I know of, but it's fairly recent when people started speculating. It came to front fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And the exact date, I do not know, to be honest.
So, I believe it was a Q2 earnings report, right? Like, correct? Like last week. Somewhere last week they announced that, yeah, they used AI to finish. I believe it was an Asian show, but that doesn't matter. I mean, the implications are big here. So, a little bit more about that. So you don't know, do you know that they, let's just say, are you saying they knew when we knew?
Yes. It was speculated beforehand, but as soon as the rest of the world knew, they knew.
Isn't that kind of getting caught with your pants down? I'm sorry to say, and kind of bad. Shouldn't they just I know they can't know everything. That's what's happening, but shouldn't they at least have an inkling of stuff like this happening, or just been aware? I mean, because this had to have internally be leaked, right? Like, and shouldn't IATSE say, "Oh, we heard something, Netflix. Is this true?"
It's a very slippery slope. There comes a point in time where you have to, tell people how you're doing stuff, especially when it's going to be affecting people that actually work on the film itself. It might not get used as much, and I believe that's in that direction.
All right, so
unfortunately, people are not being very upfront about it. They're kind
Isn't that makes it more bad though? Makes it more worse because of all the legal implications. Correct?
There's many legal implications with it, but we don't know how to actually deal with so much software technology that's coming into the forefront now through AI. We don't even know what the means are for it. So basically, we're learning as quickly as possible as everyone else is about the issues with AI.
But Paul, you guys in the background, you guys work with VFX. You work with visual effects. You work with AI constantly.
Yes.
I mean, how did you not know when you were talking about? I mean, you went to the battleground before anybody else did with the CBA. How could you not have foreseen this?
You're talking two different things here, maybe by the sounds of it. What I'm talking about is using AI to fully produce images
Yes.
In comparison to having visual effects artists that draw, design, instead of typing in a few words here and there on a screen and letting AI use most of the work to do it, that's where the lines get very blurred here.
Well, no, I guess essentially I should like clean my words up here. I mean, when you originally, because we just been through this, right, with the actress strike. I mean, they went.
They want some assurances that will be secure for the future without being used in their likeness or themselves without their consent in.
But they don't have like
any type of production.
But they don't have the foresight like you have the foresight, right? I mean, you guys work with visual effects all the time, and for you guys not to see that, you know, AI is improving and progressing to the point where these studios might take advantage of that, isn't that kind of silly?
Technology is a thing here. We all worried that when we brought green screen in, it would for people are going to lose jobs, or bringing visual effects into certain projects instead of building sets, and stuff like that. So with any technology, it's going to be integrated into filmmaking. That's the thing that's happening now. Plain and simple. How handled is a totally different story.
So
it's right now. It's like a Wild West where this technology is coming on board so fast that even studios and all the that produce in multimedia productions are seeing all these new things pop out. They could do this. They could do that, and that's where we need to step back and figure, okay, what's this going to be for the industry? How are we going to manage this? Should we be using it? And unfortunately, Netflix went ahead and made the decision themselves that they're going to use it without any discussions about it.
So, saying that, what are you guys doing now to talk to studios, to talk to Netflix before your CBA comes due? What are you doing to protect your members and to say no? We let this go because Netflix didn't talk to us, but that doesn't mean the green light for all these studios too. Because you gotta imagine, like Universal, Disney, they're going to try to do something like this.
It's already been happening. That's the problem. And to catch it, it's a different story. Right now, there's companies out there trying to encrypt stuff into videos so that we know it's AI with a certain software, and that hasn't come to the forefront yet. There's so many things that it's the Wild West that I'm pretty much saying. It's the Wild West with the new technology, and we don't know how it's going to play out. We don't know how it's going to affect people. We don't know how it's going to affect the industry, and people are scared about it, rightly so. People, they're worried about their jobs, right? Somebody can make a film now just by typing in a few words into AI and make a complete motion picture type thing nowadays. That's the way it's going. The craft will be disappearing. So there's a lot of things to discuss when it comes to the industry on how we're going to handle it, how we're going to regulate it, how we're going to be upfront about it and saying this was partially created, this is how we're using the technology, and the people with us that are working in the field are going to still do their jobs the same way as they used to without, cutting 90% of the workforce because AI is doing all the work.
So
that's the things that, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so you're saying that because I've seen AI just flying through progression. Like we've had so much stuff now. So you're saying it's happening more at a rapid pace behind the scenes than anyone actually realizes?
Oh, yes. Every day there's upgrades to AI. There's a new software coming out to AI. I get a list. I look at the list every day. And 2 or 3 new companies, 2 or 3 new software programs are coming out just to use AI. You go on your phones, you go on, download, off of Adobe, production suites, they're integrating AI so deeply into it, they keep adding new stuff into it, and they're trying to rewrite the rules and trying to be upfront about it as possible, just like we are, but we don't know where this is leading because it's happening so fast.
That's fair, man. That's totally fair. So now I guess my last question would be, what are you guys doing right now? What are you guys making sure that the next CBA that has to protect not only the higher members like you and IATSE, but the lower members that might not be getting as much? What are you doing to making sure that all this stuff is in the next CBA and not making sure not to back down with all this stuff?
Right now, we're trying to figure out how to sit down, how to discuss this stuff, how to go about it without throwing things into chaos. You don't want to have where you have the association completely shut down. You don't want to have film studios, so you have to find a way about going about it that we can make a, how do you want to put it, a productive conversation about it without being offensive.
Okay.
Right now we're trying to figure out before we sit down with people and discuss this, because there is so much with AI that it's hard for even us people in the industry to wrap our heads around.
Well, I mean...
Plain simple.
Yes, go on.
Go ahead. No, plainly simply is just that we are having a hard time with it because the technology is moving so fast. Like, I've never seen software or technology jump at this rate before in the industry. Green screen, and you have visual effects, that kind of came along over time. We learned how to deal with that. But with AI, it's a progression unforeseen by anything else we've seen in the industry.
Roland, do you have any questions for our good friend?
Yeah. Do we know the reason why Netflix used AI? Was it because of budgets or time restraints on the production?
Well, the only other thing I could see would be why they would be using it is to save money on the production. Plain and simple. And try to do it with, having the whole staff do it. You just have a, small group. They'll just look up for it through the AI and go through different types of softwares and stuff like that. So it's to save money, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Production houses are only in there to make a good movie and save money as much as they can, and that's what Netflix did. Plain and simple.
And this is, I feel like, Paul, nobody's talking about this story, but this is a big deal. Like, this is a major deal. This is going to be what determines probably the next lockout. Like, this issue alone, because you can't allow... Well, go ahead.
We have to worry about the actors.
Yeah.
Because the actors could be the likeness be used. We have to worry about VFX artists, the ones that create the scenes and the special effects. Their jobs disappearing because of AI. So there's many aspects of it that still need to be looked after before we can sit down. But we do not want to have this run out like a car. So if any brakes on going down a hill, we won't be able to stop it.
Yeah.
And this is what we're running into. So we need to step back and look at this from a productive way.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be a big conversation about
sure.
AI. Conversation about it.
This is probably what's gonna that is probably gonna lead to the next lockout. I mean, let's face it. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, the Actors Guild, they just finished saying to the studios, and the studios wanted to do AI imaging. They're like, no, we're not letting you do that, right? So this is probably going to be a big part of the CBA. Paul, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to thank IATSE, and we'll see you later. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later.
Great. Happy to be on.
You too. Bye.
For sure. Bye.
So, guys, we want to know what you thoughts are. And listen, appreciate, right, Roland, IATSE, letting Paul coming on and talking about this with us.
Definitely.
you know, I'm not union. Okay, we're not union, but we work with union people, and every time this happens, we have to take 2 weeks off because we work with these people, right? We work with these unions, and they work with us, right? They allow us to do this kind of stuff. So we have to actually kind of in solidarity. I remember 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, when ACTRA went on strike, I had to, in solidarity, because what they get, I get. And what we get, it's beneficial for work involvement. I mean, I know that some projects I'm involved in, I'm getting a pay increase because of those contracts that were negotiated. So we want to know what you think down below in the comments section about all this stuff. And yeah, we want to thank IATSE. We want to thank everybody involved for allowing us to set this up. But before we go, Roland, we have to do Caveman. Let's do it.
Well, it's Facebook, and you know how Facebook always reacts to these
yeah, thank you. I know that, we get a lot of comments, Roland, about just going back to YouTube. Okay? Why don't you just live stream off YouTube? If you guys knew the numbers, you wouldn't be saying that, right? Nobody would be saying that. I mean, on YouTube, the latest episode of The Bite has 10 views. That's good. You know what the latest episode of The Bite has here? Over 600.
That's awesome.
That should tell you everything you need to know. We're happy on YouTube, but we're using it as a full channel, and that's where it's going to stay for the foreseeable future. So, anyway, guys, we will see you on Thursday for side B of Encore. We're taking a look at White Lotus Season 1, Episode 1, and Warrior Season 1, Episode 1, and I'm very excited for that. So, guys, until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus, and may the Force be with you. Buddy, take me home.
Glamour stories